This is the Foremen Podcast, coming straight from Chino, California, where weather is amazing.
Subjective.
We've had a little bit of rain. It's been kind of crappy, but it's been nice. You know, it's been tolerable, I'll say. We can get through it. You know, we like the sunshine and cool breeze, but you know, we can't always have that.
70 or nothing. 70 and sunny with
we're
nothing.
very selective, dude. But anyways, this is back-to-back podcast today. I don't know. It's probably not going to roll out that way when we air it, but I promise those guys that are on listening and watching on YouTube, I'm not wearing the same shirt over and over and the same hat over and over. We're actually doing two podcasts today. Paul's got me going. He's pulling the night shift today. He says, you're going to get these done. You tied me down start of the year, but welcome to the show, everybody. We got a new guest today, traveling all the way from the beautiful town of Las Vegas, Nevada. Right. Journeyman Lineman Zach Brown, also safety training manager for MYR Group. So welcome to the show, my man.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Obviously, it's your first time here in our office. Got to ask you, do you like our setup here so far? I mean,
outstanding.
The podcast?
Outstanding, very
We're
impressive.
taking care of you, right? You showed up first day here, but I mean, you feel warm and welcome, and a culture of just loving and giving. You got shots this morning.
We took shots first thing.
They're wellness shots, guys. It's part of our culture here in Chino office. We do a little bit of wellness shot. What do you think so far?
Hey, I thought it was awesome. You know, we started out with some yoga stretches, some wellness shots. It's a little bit different than the East Coast startups. You know, a little bit of West Coast vibe in there.
It is, bro.
Like, talked about the good climate and everything.
It's pretty cool.
I love it.
You got a journeyman lineman in here showing up and doing movement health with the office here in Chino. It's pretty. He's looking at me like, "What are you guys doing out here? This is crazy." And we got white shoes on. We got almond butter in the fridge, bro. This is California, dude. We
Chuck Taylors and Vans, right?
Chuck Taylors and Vans, flip flops.
That's super cool, dude. But anyway, so you're originally from South Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Where'd you grow up?
Little town, Mullins. Kind of in the middle of the swamp, out in the middle of nowhere.
What's a
swamp? How do you live in a swamp?
Man, just grow up hunting and fishing, you know, all the outdoors. But nice. We're not that far from civilization, about 45, 50 minutes from North Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
So,
Big Spring Breaks place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody comes to Myrtle.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach there.
You ever been?
Yeah. I've never been. I did a little stint in what's that island that's right there? Marco Island?
Yeah, Marco.
That's not, I don't know, that's probably nowhere near. It's in Florida, so I'm probably a whole other state away, but never been to North Carolina, South Carolina, none of that, but I know the weather's not as good as we got here, that's for sure.
No, definitely
not. Okay, so obviously, welcome to the show, man. You know, having a journeyman on here is something that we really enjoy having. You know, I think that's kind of most of our listens come from Journeyman when we got linemen on. So we got some new segments coming on. I do want to talk a little bit more about your background because this is a brand new segment. Paul's going to get into that. But before we do, you're our safety training manager for MYR Group.
Yes.
How did you get from Journeyman lineman? Just talk through that career, just high level. How did you end up with MYR Group?
Ended up with MYR Group. Well, we'll just go back to the basics, right?
Yeah.
Started out Navy vet, right?
Yeah.
Started out there, did my time on H-60 helicopters, got out, did government contracting for the military, Afghanistan. And actually, my grandfather got sick, so had to quit that stint. So went from making about $350,000 a year to $11.25, starting out as a grunt on the line crew.
probably best thing you ever did.
Yeah, best thing I ever did.
How old were you when you got into trade?
I was 22, I think, 22, 21, something like that.
And how'd you find the line trade, or how did it find you?
Well, my family actually owned a commercial electrician business.
Okay.
Back in the day, they was sold by the time I come up. My two uncles sold it and kind of went separate ways. But, you know, big electrical background as far as family goes and everything. And I always thought about doing it, but took the military road. I wasn't exactly a very calm, level-headed person back in the day, as I think a lot of people in our trade are. So did that, got some structure in my life, bounced back out of it, and yeah, started on that line crew. Very fortunate in my career, came up underneath outstanding leadership throughout my time, and just worked my way up from the bottom, man.
That's good, dude. Kind of grassroots. Started from the bottom, keep going. That's right. How'd you find your ways through, in the training sector? What brings your passion, if you can, about training?
The training side, like I said, I sat back, watched my mentors mentor me, leadership that I received, really grasped that concept early on, I feel like, especially, coming from that military mindset, role and everything. And always wanted to be that guy. You know what I mean? I want to be that guy that people look up to, or, hey, he taught me this or taught me that or helped me through this. And that's really what I find passion in, seeing that light bulb or that light switch flip in somebody's brain, changing their outlook on some things. And that's really what drives it home for me, honestly.
I think that's us as males too, that male impact, having a sense of purpose. That sense of purpose when you're changing lives, improving lives. That's a big, broad statement, I know, but to actually see it and witness it at an apprentice level or a crew level, or even just talking to a friend sometimes, just having that conversation is dope. So, dude. So, how long you been at MYR Group?
Actually, new to the group. Been here October 13th. Was my start date.
Oh, yeah, you're a baby.
Yeah, baby here.
You're still probation, bro. Let's hope this podcast don't get you fired.
Well, 90-day reviews coming up.
You barely going to make it through there, bro. I'll try to make it.
Well, Aaron had his 91st day.
Yeah, we'll do 91st. You're a little bit protected.
91st. Yeah, there we go.
Dude, we've had some conversations, and we're bringing you in here. So, really quick, what are you looking forward to getting out of your position there? What are you looking forward to most?
Man, I'm super excited about the team that we're building. All the goals and projected future goals that we have. We're putting out 5 trailers, building 5 trailers for on-site training coming up. My co-partners, Kyle Glowski, awesome to work with, Jason, Ruben, David. Have a super solid team here, great leadership in the organization, and
that's awesome.
The organization is really, really trying to put boots on the ground and get it to our people, and that they're the ones that matter. They're the ones that count.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you're starting off in the right foot for sure. I mean, I don't think we've ever had any kind of a training trailer that's mobile trainings. I think that's freaking amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing that. What's the projection of completion on that? What do you think? You can give me estimates.
We're in the starting stages right now. So
still designing it.
Yeah. So our fab shop, we're collaboratively coming up with ideas. Really want to incorporate a I&I program, EPZ bonding and grounding. Just come up with a new idea as far as, I&I underground. And also doing like switching orders and stuff with that too, all on site. And cool. Being able to have it energized and stuff too, make it a little bit more real.
I can't wait to see that, dude. Come out, just open that trailer up and, get hands-on training. I mean, obviously the way we talked a little bit about mostly on this podcast is, how guys retain information. So so different for everybody has their own way of learning. You got to tell me 10 times, tell him probably 3 times, but both of us enjoy putting our hands on it. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things where I think that trailer is going to be super impressive.
Yes. I mean,
I got to say is a core value and the core structure for our company here is don't settle, bro. You get the best of the best. Don't cut corners on it.
That's right.
You make that thing to where when it shows up, people are going to go, wow.
Wow. Wow factor, right?
This is top-notch training. This thing's going to knock some socks off.
We got some good chrome shops in California.
We got good ones. We got chrome. A lot of chrome.
I don't know how good that goes.
Some rims, dude. I can already see like awesome decals and on the side, Make sure you lock it up though, bro.
Yeah,
Because you know,
real good locks.
you know there's going to be tools in there, and when there's tools, you know, things tend to walk.
That's right.
I would, you know, Milwaukee, our promotional partners, got this cool one key system. You might want to think about that.
They will be logged. I promise.
No, man, I appreciate it. We look forward to what you're going to do here, and I think that's awesome. You know, I think looking innovation, you know, by our executive leadership, your boss, which you're traveling with, right? Yeah. Steve Foster, we had on a podcast, is why you got thrown into this, into our new segment here. So, welcome to the company, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm not letting you go, by the way. So this episode, or this segment, I'll say, is called Everyone Leads, and it's something that we are super passionate about here at Sturgeon, and it's driving a culture of everybody leads, no matter the title. And there's some nuances of that. So Paul has taken upon himself, being the decentralized command and innovator he is, does a great job with this podcast, has created a new segment. I'm going to let him explain it and his theory behind it. But you're going to be a part of it. So we're going to try to keep it within 20 to 30 minutes for our listeners, no longer than that. And if we got to cut it short, we'll cut it short and bring you back in if we have to. But we're going to try to keep them quick hitters so guys can get it on the way to work and finish it. On the way home, back to work, so they're not spending too much time. So that's our goal. Paul?
Well, everyone leads. BJ Penn said what? If you're going to be good at
anything, you got to love what you do and enjoy what you do.
You got to have fun.
Have fun.
You got to have fun. All right, so this is supposed to be a little fun. It's a play on everyone roles 2020-26. Oh, 2020-26.
2026, wow.
Future. 2026, part of the Everyone Leads vision. Basically going to have a guest come in or myself enroll, just kind of chop it up a little bit different. We're going to break it up in two things. Utilizing some AI technology. I know it's not that popular, but we're going to have fun with the AI this way, I promise you. Just bear with me when we get through this episode. We'll make changes if we need to in the future, but it should be fun. So segment 1 is going to be called Ask Copilot. Put a trending topic in, a question. It could be anything. It's always going to tie back to leadership and safety. I got to hold myself accountable to that. We can't have too much fun without building that culture and ensuring that we get that piece in there. So I promise you that there'll be some value. We're not going to just come here and talk about football and board shorts and Raul's guitar playing.
We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, maybe the board shorts.
Right.
Second segment is going to be a leadership scenario training topic. It could be something we directly see within the industry, within the trade, or we can take an example from an existing trending topic and tie that back into what we got going. Questions, comments, concerns? What we got? Anything? Make sense?
It makes sense to me. I look forward to it, and this will be under your leadership.
Ooh.
You're going to take the lead in it, and looking forward to it.
Well, I do control what airs or not, so I mean, if it's a bust, no one will ever know. All right, cool.
Good call.
All right, we're gonna have fun.
Yes.
All right, Raul, Zach, I asked Copilot, what would be the ideal daily meal to fuel a journeyman lineman? Big thing. Food's, yeah, I'll go through it. Food's huge, right? I mean, it's...
dude, we are passionate about it. We just actually, for some context, we just rolled out a meal plan for a crew this last year through our partners at Vimosity. And I was like, dude, what is a meal plan for a lineman? Like, what does that look like? So we gave some good tools. We had the science behind how important meals and nutrition is, and what I found just naturally is guys care. Like, there's a lot of dudes, like, from, 10 years ago, maybe not so much. But now, dude, most of the guys care about what they put in their bodies. Most of the guys, like, if I go tell a guy don't go to a liquor store, he's already not doing that. Like, there's some that are, for a liquor store lunch, grabbing whatever they can.
Tornado, hot dog.
Whatever, yeah. Bag of Doritos, right? A pickle or whatever not. And, Look, I'm not the expert when it comes to nutrition, but there are experts out there. Copilot is obviously going to be interesting to see what Copilot said. But when we asked Vimosity, it was pretty simple. It was like a eat this, not that type mindset. So, yeah, we would love to have chicken and salmon and, turkey, ground turkey, and, pretty much what's in my freaking lunchbox right now. I still carry a lunch to work every single day. But I think it's, even if you're at a liquor store lunch or a gas station, there are some sensible choices that are there that you could pick that'll sustain energy for your response and everything that goes through it. But I'd be interested to see. So we're passionate about it. So that's pretty cool that you asked that question. I think that's awesome. What do you think?
My crews don't have time to eat.
Well, see, bro, that's the reality, right? That's the reality. I remember I busting the balls on an apprentice when I was a foreman, and he was sneaking in the bin. He was so hungry. He just wanted to eat an apple. And we've been going, 8-9 hours straight. And he's like, and the linemen are still in the air and they're getting with it. They're getting jiggy with it. Like they're, handling business. And he's in there trying to sneak some to eat. And I jump his shit so hard. I'm like, if the linemen aren't eating, you're not eating.
Yep.
If we're not going to sit down here and eat, if the guys are up in the air.
That's right.
I said, give me that. I took his lunch, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was that guy.
Man,
I took his lunch, bro. I'm a freaking straight bully. And if you listen to this podcast, he'll know because he's a friend of mine now. But dude, it's hilarious that whole mindset. But you're right. Like that's the reality is, do the guys have time to eat? If not, then what should be their opportunity? And how can we educate the guys to take the time to eat and how important it is? So anyways, go for it.
Yeah, we'll go through what they recommended, what Copilot recommended. But can you give a bad, maybe yesteryear, go back into Raul's memory bank, maybe what a bad meal or something, a quick grab that you would have grabbed just on the run?
Oh, dude, on the run. Now I'm in a different mind space because I'm people that see this on YouTube. I'm losing weight, I'm trying to do something different for my health. Right, I've been trying to get off high blood pressure medicine, cholesterol pills for a while now, which I'm getting pretty close. But for me, man, I thought at the time, like grabbing a Snicker bar, and Doritos, but I'm gonna wash it down with some electrolytes and a sugared up Gatorade, right? Like those three were like the go-to for me. And then when I thought it was really good, is boss is gonna go get, I don't know, burritos, and I loaded up with cheese and a gut bomb to where I felt terrible, most of the rest of the day. And I was doing that for many years. I gained a lot of weight, which wasn't healthy, right? It probably reason why it put me into a part of my life where I was not healthy, dude. Like, when you're pushing in 36-inch waist, not saying anything bad about that, but for me on my frame, I'm pushing 38s. That's, probably you should probably look at yourself a little bit. So when my daughter was born 16 years ago, happy birthday, Madison, like I got to fix what I'm doing. So gradually I decided to do, get better at myself. But anyway, so that was.
You said it was as Snickers. What would you say?
Snickers, Dorito, bag of Doritos, and wash it down with some electrolytes.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty common.
That's pretty common for me in the morning. Energy drinks weren't popular for me back then.
Oh,
It wasn't a thing. It was like coffee. Yeah. Like we brought our coffee. We brought the Stanley. Like we knew what Stanleys were back in the day before Stanleys were. It was the green, thermos that sat on top of the lunchbox filled with coffee, and that's where we rocked it every single day.
Zach, what you got? What was bad Zach habit was something you grabbed up?
The rest of the bottle of ibuprofen and a Monster.
Oh, yeah, liquid diet.
The liquid diet. Yeah.
And head back up.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's cool. All right, here we go. Copilot, see how smart it is. The goal is going to be to have a high energy, nutrient dense meal to sustain physical labor, mental focus, hydration. You're going to work throughout the day. Food is fuel. They got some value in that. Okay, key principle: the breakfast, high protein, complex carb. Lunch can be a balanced meal with lean protein. Raul, I know you're on board with that. Snack, portable, energy boosting option. Hydrate, electrolytes, and water throughout the day. All right, here we go. Sample plan. I know this is what y'all been waiting for. Breakfast: scrambled eggs, 3 scrambled eggs, 1 cup of oatmeal, blueberries, drizzle of honey, 1 banana, and water. What we got?
That is
Zach,
go-to right there.
How you feeling about that?
What do you think, Zach? Is that even doable for a lineman?
And I think they'd be ready to take a nap after that.
That's true. That's true.
It's only three
scrambled eggs.
3 scrambled eggs and a cup of oatmeal.
Cup of oatmeal, blueberries, and drizzle of honey.
It's not a lot if you think about it. A cup of oatmeal is, you know what I mean? Like it's not a lot of oatmeal, but it's now you got to take into consideration the size of a guy. You know what I mean? Like how much exertion he's going to have for that day. Which you said Journeyman lineman, so it should know it's high volume of work.
Yeah. Burning calories.
I think that's pretty doable other than the scrambled eggs part, because here's the thing. A guy's going to get up at 4 a.m. He's not going to make his eggs to go before he goes to work. Now, if his lady makes it, that's dope. She gets up with him. Good night. Goodbye, honey. See you later. Here's your, and I know some dudes that still get breakfast, by the way, their whole career, which is pretty awesome. Hats off to those ladies who do that still. But let's think about it from a lineman. He's not going to make his eggs before, even though I do. I'm hardcore like that. I make it the night before, and I put them in a microwave next day. I don't see a lineman doing that, making his breakfast, because he got home at 10 o'clock at night. You know, after you go to work, go to the gym, talk with the kids. Like, you're not making your. So what do you think's doable? What's the compromise?
I'm not a good cold scrambled eggs guy. Some crews have the rigged out microwave on there. But yeah, no cold scrambled eggs. I'll do the cup of oatmeal.
Couple oatmeal is easy.
Yeah,
That's
banana,
super
and banana
easy.
on the go.
Yeah.
And a banana.
Fiber.
And how about this? How about
Fantastic.
hard-boiled eggs?
There you go.
3 hard-boiled eggs. Those are easy. You can buy them hard-boiled if you want to, or you can boil them. Save some money.
There you go. Zach,
Yeah.
you changing? What you got? Anything on
Oh,
this?
shout out to my old lady. Not she gets up and cooks breakfast every morning, but she meal preps.
Okay.
So the breakfast burritos, things of that nature. Sunday, she'll go ahead and pre-make them, whether it be ham biscuits or fried bologna and cheese biscuits or whatever, and they're pre-wrapped in the wax paper, laid in the refrigerator, and my job's grab and go.
Zach is a mountain of a man, too. Probably about 6'5".
6'5", bro.
Jeez, I will go keep this rolling. Grilled lunch, we're going to go grilled chicken breasts, brown rice or quinoa, steamed veggies, and avocado slices. Avocado slices might be a little soggy, roll.
I will talk about a couple things. Avocado's got to be fresh. You got to cut it then, because as soon as you cut that thing, it's going dark. And for me, it changes the whole game. So I like the avocado. How about this? How about we keep some avocados in the foreman's rig or in the ice cooler? Just a bag, leave them in there nice and cool, get them somewhat semi-ripe, because they're going to stay riper when they're chilled, right? I like the avocado thing because that's that healthy fats, that's the brain, that's going to support the brain. But I do like the chicken versus like a pizza or like the carbs, right? Because that chicken's going to sustain later or longer for energy. And I'm not an expert, just knowing what I know from research. A chicken can be kept cold and eat simple.
Chicken's fine.
Who doesn't like eat cold chicken, bro? Yeah. Like cold chicken's pretty basic.
When you have a salad, that chicken's cold. So it's palatable.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Zach, you going brown rice or quinoa?
Ooh, brown rice.
So I will say something about brown rice. I'm pretty understanding. I understand brown rice. It gets hard quick. After you make it and it sits and you meal prep, like let's say you do, I don't know, 4 or 5 cups, right, of rice, and it's sitting in your fridge, bro, it'll suck the moisture up, and then once there's no more moisture left, it's going to get hard.
Yeah.
So if you're going to eat it cold, because I'm thinking a crew's going to eat it cold, I wouldn't go with rice. You know what I would do? Straight up, sweet potato.
One thing I've got though, and you got to look at innovation. We got those battery powered lunch boxes now. You can program the time whenever you plan on eating or around that time, or you can do a quick heat on them, and you got a hot meal sitting in your truck.
It's got to be a glass container though, right? Glass container.
No, they come.
I do glass
with a burner bottom, and they actually come with the
hot plate.
The hot plate aluminum container.
Yeah,
that heats up.
Very cool. All right, keep it rolling. Afternoon snack. This would be something you could probably take in the bucket with you, kind of put in a little grunt sack, if you will. Beef jerky or turkey sticks? Apple or orange?
See, I'm not feeling those because of the preservatives in it, but I'm just weird like that. Like, I don't care about what I put in my body.
Homemade beef jerky, maybe?
Yeah.
Homemade for guys that hunt? Hell yeah. Homemade, like straight out the freaking the dryer.
Some deer jerky?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know about deer. It's too gamey for me.
How do you feel about the
California?
The grubby hands? I mean, the apple's nice because you're not actually touching the part you're eating. I mean, you got some bolts, some connector grease on your fingers.
I'm saying this.
It's a little weird.
Why not some yogurt? Apple, a banana. I think those are all great, high in protein. You know what I've been doing too is adding not cream of wheat, but cream of rice to my protein shake, which adds. Now it's a little gritty. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of gritty. It's kind of gross. You got to drink it fast because it'll sit at the bottom. But my meal plan has a protein shake with a half a cup of cream of rice in it.
Ooh.
Which adds a clean carb that's easy to digest. And it's useful.
Zach, we're a little bougie. You got a snack for us?
We got a snack.
Oh man, just a pack of nabs. What we call it where I come from.
Nabs.
You know, the peanut butter crackers.
Okay. Peanut
Something
butter crackers.
Along those lines.
Some fat?
I like the peanut butter crackers, but I would say not packaged, prepackaged. But that's just me.
Peanut butter, celery?
The celery doesn't really give you much. It's just straight peanut butter and water.
Dinner. Salmon, lean steak, sweet potato. Ooh. Mixed greens with olive oil.
Super doable. That is so easy to do. And I'll tell you what, from a lean steak perspective, go with the bison. It's ground beef. It's easy to cook. It's a little bit more than regular ground beef, but the bison's gonna treat your stomach way better. And I'm not the expert, just what I like.
You're not the expert. You're just the.
I just know what I like.
You're just the product of physique and good diet. Zach, what you got what you got for dinner, brother?
That pretty much sounds like my dinner every night.
Yep.
Either steak, salmon, chicken, pork chops, something along those lines. But being from the country, we kind of a meat and potato type deal.
Yep.
Do enjoy my asparagus and green beans though.
That's true. I forgot about that, asparagus and green beans.
And if you've been living under a rock, it's not a political podcast, but the government just did come up with a new food pyramid. So
that's right.
It does look a little more kind of like what we're talking about. So that's pretty fun. All right. What'd you think? Ask Copilot.
I think Copilot's pretty close. I have to agree with Copilot. I think it'd be interesting to ask it, because this is probably a whole nother question, is when you don't have this available to you and you're just buying it off the street. So like a young single guy doesn't have the convenience, and maybe he's traveling a lot, maybe he's in a hotel. Like he's pretty much buying everything. So, what resources are out there to accomplish this without spending a whole lot of money? True. Let's just face it. Like you go out to eat every day and you're going to go Chipotle every day and all the normals that are out there, Baja Fresh and all the things that you can get. Like you're getting up there. There's a reason, you know what I mean? Like it's not going to be cheap. Like even though Snickers and all that's getting expensive too. But I would say that would probably be the next move, is when you don't have this available, what's out there for the guys.
Sounds like you're 8 out of 10 for this meal plan. I'm pretty
confident. That's pretty good. Pretty close to what I'm doing.
Zach, give me a grade, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm probably right there with you. Not 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Enough said. Segment 2, leadership scenario, trending topic. Once again, we're going to incorporate this at every episode. Here's the challenge, Raul and Zach. How do foremen and supervisors ensure safety without sacrificing productivity? I'll put the hot seat to Mr. Vegas over here.
That's a good question.
While you're thinking there, Zach, current industry trend is increased pressure to meet deadlines while maintaining zero injury goals. Once again, the question is, how do foremen and supervisors ensure safety without sacrificing productivity? Mr. Zach.
Honestly, I'm a big believer in operations or leadership owning safety, right? And building it within their normal work days or their task at hand. So setting our crews up for success versus failure, and that goes back to like little things as far as, say we're doing reconduct, having a tarp or table to put your tools on instead of, maybe laying them on a pulling rig or anything like that, which of course are going to have barricades up and all that good stuff. But yeah, setting ourselves up for success versus failure as far as the leadership goes, it's built in. And honestly, that's what safety is to me.
I think we gotta figure out as a culture, Zach, in my opinion, and I don't know how to do it, but we got to figure out a way to quit having this conversation and these type of questions, not for this type of scenario, but in the field. It shouldn't be even a question whether we're going to do something unsafe, to make it faster. Like right. For me, it's got to be part of the culture of, if this job isn't planned right from the start, this is the way it's going to get done. This is how it's going to get done. This is, no matter if we cut corners or not, this is the way it's going to get done, right? For me, it's a leadership thing. If a job's not productive, it's because we didn't set it up right. I think the culture of our line trade is the guys are going to get it done as quick as possible to their capabilities, safely, compliantly, and built right. So for me, it's the culture of stop having the conversation of compromising one or the other. The conversation should be, this is the way it's going to be done because this is the way the culture is. This is how we do it. There's certain rules, policies, procedures. For me, that's where we need to get to.
Agreed.
That's my thoughts.
30 minutes, Raul.
That's it. Jeez. Do we have a couple more minutes?
We do.
I want to tie back your Ask Copilot just really quick, because I think that last question talked through leadership, but I do want to hit one last point on the importance of being fit for duty on that first question. So we talked about a lot about food. So if we can, I want to hear your thoughts on how important it is, your guys' thoughts on how important it is to have a well-balanced rest, a good meal the night before, to wake up, have a good nutrition breakfast. Now, these are conversations, guys, I'm not just saying because of California. These are conversations that we should be having, right? Like, because it does make a difference in a man's body to collectively make the right decision when he puts his hands on the work, to understand the processes, because we just had a conversation with Steve on how important it is and how complex our jobs are anyways. So tie it back to how important that is from a human being perspective, if you can.
Yeah, line work is not easy. The physical demands, the mental demands, it's not easy. And you should have the expectation going into your day. So food is fuel. And the way you fuel yourself the input is going to directly affect the output, meaning the energy you get that you need to sustain and make clear decisions and meet the physical demands is going to be based upon that food you put in your body. So we had a little fun with it, but it is a pretty serious subject. You know, if you're eating trash and kind of just flying by the seat of your pants, that could be projected as what your output will be. So, like
that rolls right over into, you know, the energy that leadership puts in is the energy that they're going to see from the field also. So
good call, man.
And as far as you're fit for duty, you know, how do we judge fit for duty? Like, I'm a firm believer in, you know, leadership needs to be cutting the light switch on. It's not necessarily to shake hands and kiss babies and all that good stuff. No, you're communicating with your people. They're talking to them as they're coming in. You know, the communication aspect of it is huge as far as, you know, you can do your dietary supplementary, but what is his mental? You know, we have a lot of veterans in the trade now. We all go through different things. So being able to key up on people's attitudes and kind of, you know, if they truly are fit for duty, not just on a nutritional value.
Right on, man. Well, appreciate you coming out, man. We're going to get you out of here. I think this is excellent. Did you have fun with this segment?
No, I loved it.
You think guys will get use out of it? A quick conversation and a couple good topics, and
I hope so.
Go about your business.
I hope so. Me too.
If not, then heck, I guess we'll just dump it.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you coming in, dude. Any other final comments?
No, man. I just thank you for having me, and
yeah,
you know, it's an honor to be here.
Awesome, man. Welcome to the team, and nothing but good things coming in the future for you, for sure.
Come back on day 91. We'll have a full length.
Well, let's hope he's still here. Anyways, all right. Well, guys, hope you like this new episode. I want to leave you with just a comment before I get to the promotional partners here. Actually, let's do the promotional partners first. Milwaukee Tool, thank you for what you do. Klein Tools, High Voltage Industries, and our new promotional partner, Y Delta. Looking to have Philippe on here. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I wanted to close with this new segment. It's kind of a surprise for Paul.
Oh.
A culture of everyone leads isn't built in comfort. It's built in tough moments with positive influence. That one decision, that one conversation, that one moment you choose to hold the line. That's how everyone leads, and that's how culture is made. Thank you guys for listening. If you like this podcast, share this podcast. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's a wrap.